Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this full moon in Virgo happening on March 9th or March 10th, depending on where you are in the world. And this will go until we have the full moon in Libra, which is happening on April 7th. This is a super moon and it has a really strong and supportive nature. It's a great time to shine a light on practical earthy projects that maybe you had suppressed during these winter months. And it's, really focusing on things like practical things like diet, exercise, any issues you might have with the food, and also maybe budgeting and resources. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We're going to ask spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides, please give us the messages Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs need to hear for the period of March 9th until April 7th. While I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell if that's something you like to do. And most of all, I want to thank you guys for the love and support you show this channel. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, Aries. Your overall energy here is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is all about sadness, sorrow, it's a sense of loss. I feel like some of you might have experienced something that really sort of threw you into sort of feeling depressed or anxious. And you can see here that he's looking down at the spilled cups, but Spirit's saying don't forget what you still have, and what you still have a lot and enough to be grateful for. Underneath that, you do have the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Five of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energies. You might have those in your chart. You might be dealing with somebody who's exhibiting those qualities or has those in their chart as well. Okay, but this is also, I do see Aries, some of you might have experienced a breakup or a loss of some sort. Now, the way that where you are in your life right now, this is the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The Queen of Swords, she's somebody who's very truthful and generous, but she's very, very guarded. And when she comes up in the reverse, it's like she's allowing some of the negative experiences in her life to operate, and to sort of give more power to her shadow side than her light side. So this does sort of come with a little bit of a warning here, Aries, that it's important for you to, focus on the good things that you have, focus on your positive qualities, make sure that you're not lashing out or unnecessarily shutting people out because of past experiences, disappointments, hurts, or traumas. There is a need for you to protect yourself, I do feel that, but I feel like if you step into that energy, or if you constantly replay negative things that have happened to you, then it's quite disempowering. So it's important for you to really stop replaying negative events. Try to move away from the overthinking. Try to move away from any sort of feeling of bitterness or feeling wronged. Even though some people may, you may have been wronged. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying ignore your feelings, but please don't let that take over. Okay? Now, how you project yourself, or the truth of your relationships here, this is Leo energy, and this is in reverse. So I am seeing that, you're feeling quite disempowered. People might see you, see that or feel like that light has been put out or is dimming, and that your self-confidence might not be at an all-time high here, okay? Which is obvious because it looks like, you've been through something that was quite traumatic, really upsetting, and it may not have been the first time. I am getting with this wheel card, I'm seeing like, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Or I'm always putting myself in this situation, and Spirit really wants you to not be down on yourself. There's a lesson that maybe needed to be learned, and as we're moving out of Mercury retrograde, a lot of times, I mean, it can feel disheartening when you feel like you're dealing with something that you had already healed and cleared. But take it as a blessing. Take it as a blessing, as this time you can get it right and you can heal it and you can clear it and you can move forward. Now it looks like you're being blocked by the Wheel of Fortune. This is you know, a card of karma. Again, I feel like you are, you know, you feel like you're stuck on this, you know, you're stuck on the crazy train. Like you just can't seem to make these changes, or you keep finding yourself in, you know, relationships with the same type of person, or you keep finding yourself in the same situation where somebody takes advantage of you. And Spirit's saying, you know, don't step into the role of the victim. There's something that needs to change here, and it's not about getting down on yourself, but really take a cold, hard look at what you can change so that you get different results, okay? What you need to do to overcome these obstacles, again, this is doing something new, because I feel like, Aries, whatever you've been doing, you feel like it hasn't been working, or you've kept getting the same results. And I'm trying not to use that phrase that, you know, everybody uses, but it's kind of, it just keeps coming up. If, you know, I think it's Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And Spirit's saying you have to change something. This can be in romantic relationships. This could be a project at work. This could be, you know, diet and weight loss. You know, you might be on a plateau. You might not being able to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve here. And Spirit's like, you have to change it up. Something here has to change. All right. What you can do within in order to help achieve these desires, the Death card. Again, you're blocking some sort of transformation. This is scorpionic energy, and you're not letting go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. So again, it could be a routine that you're stuck in. It could be a person or a relationship. It could be a way of thinking. Spirit is saying it's time to change something. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you're consulting this reading for, whether it's a romantic relationship, work, you know, body image, whatever it might be, you know, it's not working. So you need to let it go, and you need to really see, okay, what can I do differently here? And it doesn't have to be a huge major change, although you do have major arcana. You know, this whole reading is flanked by major arcana, so it might be a real shift in thinking. But it's all about, you know, or maybe it's you just tweaking something, okay? And I get for some of you it is like it's diet and exercise, like you've been working really hard and you're not seeing the results that you want to see, and Spirit's like, okay, what can you change? Because what you've been doing clearly isn't working, okay, Aries? And you guys are good at that. All right, so what you can learn from the outside world or others to help you manifest your goals. This is the Seven of Wands. Again, the Seven of Wands is, you know, this is about conflict. This is about rising above, okay? But the Seven of Wands in reverse takes us back to the Six of Wands, and that's our victory card, okay? Look and see where you've been successful in the past with something that was really similar to this situation, okay? And then also, again, it's like, don't give up the fight. Just because you're not seeing the results that you want to see in your relationship, in your love life, at work, with your finances, with your, health and fitness, don't give up, okay? If you give up, you know what's going to happen. You definitely won't get what you want. So Spirit's saying, you know, push through, Aries, and this is your energy, okay? This is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Now, your projected outcome here is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is all about healing. It's all about taking time out, but it's in the reverse, and I feel like this is time for you now to take action, Aries. And I think during this Virgo full moon until the full moon that we have in Libra, that you are going to sort of take action, that you might have been dormant, you might have been, maybe sleepy during these winter months, okay? Remember, we're going to start working on these earthy projects, whether that's diet and exercise, our fitness, our abundance, our finances, our health, our wellness, our romance, our relationships. But many of these things may have been suppressed in the winter months. And some of you are going to step out into that spring energy and take action. All right, which is beautiful, Aries. All right, so let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Additional messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right. So your first card is financial constraints. 13 breaks down to a 4. So for some of you, this is definitely, you know, maybe you haven't been able to save what you've been trying to, or maybe you've been using financial constraints as an excuse for why, you know, your relationship is in shambles or not going the way you want it to. Maybe your health and wellness. Maybe you're like, well, I don't have the money to pay for, you know, my gym membership or something like that. But I feel like these financial constraints, you know, may be real or it may be perceived, but maybe even being used as an excuse here. Okay, and then we have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is 38, breaks down to an 11, which is, again, I really get that by the full moon in Libra, things are going to be going very well for you, or you're going to be stepping out of this energy, taking action to make the necessary changes that you want and that you need to manifest your goals. And for those of you that do energy work, opening up and healing that heart chakra is going to be really important. Excuse me. All right, here you go. You have attachment number 5. So again, taking a look at what negative behaviors or thought patterns you've been attached to. Excuse me, you guys. This is important because I do feel like something here you've been attached to, whether it's, you know, I don't have enough money to do this, or I keep getting stuck. I'm stuck on this wheel. I can't get off. Spirit wants to remind you that you do have free will. You can change your life in an instant if you change the way you think, if you get out of disempowering thoughts, because I feel like some of you have been really getting down on yourselves, you know, about the mistakes you've made or not being able to make changes, not having the willpower, to stick to whatever project that you're trying to stick to, and that sort of thing. And Spirit says, stop beating yourself up. Okay, but do see what is toxic in your life. Is it a relationship? Is it a way of thinking? Are you anchored in negative thoughts? Okay, because with the Queen of Swords in reverse, it is, you know, it's like I can see you, Aries. I can hear you being really, really hard on yourself. And Spirit's like, it's time to walk away from this. It's time to shift your perspective here. Okay. And then we have patience, number 16. This is my temperance card, breaks down to a 7. 7s are about introspection, but also have patience. And then with this card here, what we can learn from the outside world, this is the 7 of Wands. Okay, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, you have the temple path. Beautiful. So you are totally supported, Aries, on this journey. You will be successful, but you do have to fight for it. And sometimes fighting for it means being patient. And you have to look at when things aren't happening overnight, that, you know, to try to enjoy patience, because patience is savoring and watching your manifestations come to fruition. And patience is beautiful because it's like standing in that moment, savoring the juicy moments. Okay, and that can be really difficult, you know, because a lot of times now we want instant gratification. And Aries, Spirit is saying this will require patience, but but you can do this. All right, you can do this. You are totally supported in making these changes and moving forward. But you do have to look and see what's toxic, what's not serving you, and step off of this sort of vicious cycle that you're on. You have free will, okay? And remember, you're not stuck until you tell yourself you are. All right, additional messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, Starfish, Spirit, open to infinite possibility. Yeah, so again, this is beautiful. This is you not being stuck. 5 and 9 breaks down to a 14, which breaks down to a 5. 55 is on deck right next to the 5 card. This is instant manifestation. This is conflict. This is fluctuation. But Spirit's like, you can move out of this, Aries. You've got this. All right, the world is your oyster. All right, and then you get Squirrel, Spirit. Believe in yourself. Yes, believe in yourself. And again, the squirrels, you know, they're constantly working. Groundhog, Spirit at the bottom. Time to let go. Time to let go of people, habits, thought processes, patterns, jobs, you know, whatever it might be that are holding you back, Aries. All right, and believe in yourself. You can do this, because I feel like your confidence, you know, we have the Strength card in reverse. Your confidence and optimism has taken a hit. All right. All right, additional messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You have the Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance and higher knowing. Yes, this is a number 3 card. So this is all about the growth and expansion, but this is also make sure that you're talking to your angels, you're praying, you're meditating, okay, that you're asking for help. It's okay to ask for help, and you will receive divine guidance, whether that's in the form of numbers, whether that's names, messages, seeing the same animal over and over again. Because remember, at the bottom of the deck, you have my favorite card, the Temple Path. So you're definitely not alone. You can see these orbs that are helping you, that are guiding you, that are, telling you believe in yourself. When you get those little whispers, for example, you've laid down in bed and you're like, oh, I forgot to brush my teeth. That little nudge to go brush your teeth, that can be your angels, that can be your spirit guides, and they're with you and they're saying, we're here to help you, just ask. And open your eyes to it. And the hungry ghosts, obsessions, scarcity consciousness, and attachment. This is coming out twice. Aries, there's something or someone in your life that might be attached to you. I do recommend there are some meditations on YouTube that you can do using selenite to cut the cords with negative energies or negative people. Okay, because I feel like someone or something is either attached to you or you are attached to something that is no longer serving you, whether it's something you're doing in excess, whether it's negative thinking, a toxic person or relationship, but that is coming through very loud and clear. And it has you in this Queen of Swords reverse energy, which is angry, bitter, with your heart chakra closed. Okay, and it's time to move away from this. Okay, it's time to get moving, Aries, and you can do it. Spirit is on your side. All right, additional message or final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Rhiannon, Sorceress, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Yeah, and you can do that just by detaching from the things that no longer serve you, okay? You can do it, Aries. I have total faith in you. This super moon, this is a very supportive energy for you to cut the cords from negative people, thought processes, behaviors, whatever it might be, okay, Aries? And you can, and that will really, then you're going to manifest, okay? And you are divinely guided. I love this energy for you, Aries, because this is a real big shift for you. And with all the major arcana cards flanking your energy here, it's like this is going to be probably a paradigm shift for you, and it might be a little bit disorienting at first, but you've got this, Aries. You guys are strong. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell, and most of all, I just want to thank you for all the love and support you show this channel. All right, take care.